Hi everyone, it's Sherry with QueenCityStamper.com. Thanks for joining me today. And today we are going to make this little project right here using the mini treat bag Thinlit dies that I have turned into a gift card holder. So with that, let's get started. What we're going to need first is a piece of 6x6 designer series paper. I am using the Merry Moments, which is new. We're also going to need a 3x6 piece. Okay? Then we are going to need the mini treat bag Thinlits. And you get all of these lovely little additions. I do not have mine in a case yet, so I have the yucky paper behind it. Out of here we're going to use the For You. And we are also obviously going to use the Thinlit pieces for the bag itself. So let's get out our Big Shot. Alright, and I'm using my magnetic platform. Move a few things out of the way. I have limited space here. Alright, so cutting plate down, designer series paper. And you will have to be careful with this particular die because it will go edge to edge. And you have to make sure you have it lined up just right in order to catch the edges and not cut off something that you don't want to cut off. Alright? Top plate down. And run it through. And it will make noises, but that is okay. And I'm sorry if things have moved around. Things are sliding and slipping. Alright. So there's the first piece. And now we will do the next piece. And this one's not so critical. It fits pretty well on a 3x6. Roll that through. Okay, and then we have one more that we are going to do with a scrap piece of cherry cobbler. And that is going to be the For You, which I have right here. Fell on the floor. Alright. Let's just set that down and run it through as well. Alright, get rid of the Big Shot. So we're going to punch all of our pieces out. Carefully, because you don't want to bend the letters too much. Okay. So there's our For You. Now to put our pieces together, obviously we're going to put it together like so. You have the score lines here for you already when you ran it through the Big Shot. So I just found with this particular one and using the DSP, you just have to gently fold those lines because the paper will tend to crack on you. So we're just using a little bit of fuse there. And I have to do this upside down. Alright, and we are going to line this edge here with this fold line here as best we can. Okay. And then fold the back to close. And then, fast fuse in the way, a little bit here. And just gently fold that over. I did crack the bottom of one of my samples. Okay, and there's your bag. And it naturally just leaves a opening at the top. Alright, so next what we're going to need is a couple of pieces of scrap old olive. You need a scrap piece of your DSP. I'm going to be using this side. This is what we use for the bag. 1x4 piece of each, the gold foil paper and the Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper. Okay? We're going to be using the Festival of Trees stamp set. I'm going to be using this image here as well as this little garland image here. Tree punch. We're just going to take our DSP and cut one tree out of that. And we are going to use our Versamark. We're going to do a little embossing. And we are going to stamp the one image of the full tree on our old olive. And I really should have got out my stamping mat for this, but it looks like it took okay. Alright, and we are going to use the gold embossing powder on this one. Just pour that on. Oops, I gotta leave that open. Tap that off, set it aside. Pour that back in the pot. Okay, and now we'll take the next one, which is the garland, and stamp it. You know what? I think I want to do that again because I don't like the way the bottom of that turned out. So, ink it up with some Versamark. That's better. Much better. Okay, some white embossing powder on there. Tap it off. Back in the pot. Throw that aside. Get rid of the excess. Don't like that gritty feeling. Alright, and now we will take our heat tool. Alright, then we're going to take our tree punch one more time. Might have missed a little spot on that one. 1 second. There we go, much better. Alright, so while that one's drying, we'll go ahead and cut out the white one. So just kind of line this up in your tree punch so that you don't cut off the garland, basically. And I didn't leave myself enough room, but we'll go with it there. And then the gold. Alright, so these two pieces that are left, we're going to use the triple banner punch. And these again were 4x1. It's open. And we're just going to punch each end. Alright, and I'm going to use a little bit of fuse, and I'm going to offset layer this one on top of the other one. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this project today is because we do have the Thinlits on a weekly special this week, so they will be at a reduced price until Tuesday. Alright, now our scrap piece of Whisper White that I used to put the card on, we're going to use these little sentiments here out of the Festival of Trees and some Old Olive ink. And I'm going to stamp at the top left a Merry Little Wish. And then down at the bottom right, for lots of joy at Christmas. I think I need to re-ink my inker. Alright, there we go. Okay, so all the stamping, we will take our corner rounder, round the corners, just kind of match the gift card itself. So I got that one a little wonky. There we go. Okay, and then you can take either your 2A glue pen or your Tombow. Generous amount. Okay, and let it dry before you stick down the gift card, and then that way it will remove easily. I can show you here. So it will remove. May tear just a tiny bit, but you can get it off, you know, without tearing the whole thing completely apart. So I'm going to set that aside to dry, and we can put this together. Okay, so I'm going to take some Tombow and just dot the For You in a couple of places to stick it down. Needs a little bit of something something for the glimmer paper. Just somewhere in the middle, it doesn't matter. Close counts. Unless you're like me, and then it's going to run from you. Okay? Like so. Well, I said like so. Let's try that one more time. You know, they always go so well when you make them in advance, but when you get on this silly camera and you're trying to do it in a hurry so not to bore everybody with a long video, it just never seems to work. Alright, we'll set that aside a second. And these I'm just going to attach with some snail. And I'm going to place this one somewhere along the middle, about here. This one about here. And this one, which, you know, could have been better, obviously. I forgot that I needed a trunk on the tree. But we'll roll with it. And this one right about here. Then we will take our mini metallic clothespins. I'm going to grab a gold one. And I am going to go ahead and put some fuse on that one. Put it somewhere about here. Give it a little pin. Okay. And then we can pop in our gift card. And there you go. And in case you want to know, it will fit in one of our standard envelopes. However, there may be just a little, that is just going to be a booger, isn't it? I'm going to leave that to dry. We'll use this one. Just pop it in an envelope. There is a little bit of bulk here, so maybe not so good for mailing, but definitely will fit an envelope for gift giving. Alright, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.